Welcome to the Daily Crisis Affiliation Guides, where we break down each Marvel Crisis Protocol affiliation so you can dominate on the tabletop. Today, we're diving into one of the most complex and rewarding affiliations in the game, the Servants of Apocalypse. This team brings a unique and powerful leadership, a deep roster of options, and a playstyle that rewards aggressive, calculated play. Let's jump right in. At its core, Servants of Apocalypse is an offensive powerhouse. This affiliation revolves around the use of Horseman Cards, special upgrades that can only be assigned to eligible characters when Apocalypse is your leader. Each character can only receive one Horseman card, and each card unlocks new powers and objectives for that character. That alone makes this roster building and in-game decisions more intricate than usual. What sets this affiliation apart is its dynamic leadership, arguably the most complex in the game. You're not just getting one leadership, you're getting 5. Apocalypse leads with the Horseman of Apocalypse leadership. When selective, Apocalypse receives the Master of the Horseman card, and you assign the remaining 4 Horseman cards, Death, Famine, Pestilence, and War, to other affiliated characters in your squad. Let's start with Apocalypse's own card, Master of the Horseman. This gives Apocalypse the ability to use one of the active superpowers on any Horseman card assigned to a teammate. It also introduces a new resource, Evolution Tokens. These tokens allow Horsemen to reroll up to 3 attack, defense, or dodge dice, and can be spent in place of power to activate superpowers granted by the Horseman cards. You gain 1 evolution token during each power phase, and there are other ways to earn them throughout the game, which we'll cover in just a moment. If Apocalypse is KO'd, his card and the leadership are removed from the game, so keeping him in play is crucial. Each Horseman card grants 2 new superpowers to the assigned character, an active superpower, and an innate ability that acts as a goal. When that goal is achieved, you gain evolution tokens. Starting with Death, the active superpower is created to end. By spending 3 power, the character adds 1 dice for each damage on the target character, up to a maximum of 3. The innate ability earns you 3 evolution tokens when the character dazes or KOs another, or when they themselves are dazed or KO'd. Eligible death candidates include Archangel, Cassandra Nova, Gambit, Honey Badger, Iceman, Psylocke, Toad, and Wolverine. Famine brings the Vanish into Dust superpower, which costs 2 power and allows you to sap 1 power from a nearby enemy and then place your character within range 2. If there are no non-dazed enemy characters within range 3 of them at the end of their activation, you gain an evolution token. Famine can be assigned to Cassandra Nova, Deadpool, Gambit, Iceman, Mr. Sinister, Psylocke, and the Blob. Pestilence offers the Consuming Blight superpower. By spending 2 power, the character chooses any enemies within range 2 and either gives them a condition, poison, root, or slow, or deals 1 damage to those already afflicted by it. For each enemy character that receives the condition during this character's activation, you gain 1 evolution token. Characters eligible for Pestilence include Archangel, Beast, Cable, Colossus, Mr. Sinister, Sabretooth, the Blob, and Toad. Finally, the War gives you the Fury superpower. Spend 2 power, and during the next attack against a target within range 2, you can change 1 dice to a hit for every critical or wild in the roll. Its innate goal grants you an evolution token the first time each turn the character both suffers and deals damage. War can be assigned to Beast, Cable, Colossus, Deadpool, Honey Badger, Magic, Sabretooth, and Wolverine. Servants of Apocalypse has a massive affiliated roster, 17 characters in total, giving you a wide range of tools. Let's go over the key players and how they fit into the affiliation. Apocalypse is your centerpiece. He unlocks the affiliation and brings powerful attacks and superpowers. You'll want to stay aggressive, using the Only Strong Remains ability to heal when damaged, and the You Will Be Remade Through Me to ensure you're always a threat. Apocalypse also carries your leadership, so his survival is essential. Archangel is Apocalypse's right-hand man and a high damage dealer. He can carry either the Death or Pestilence card, but Death synergizes incredibly well with his aggressive playstyle and frontline presence. Beast is a mobile 3 threat with solid objective play. He can either take the Pestilence or War card, but Pestilence fits better with his mobility and ability to stick close to enemy models. Cable is a long-range 5-threat character who can carry War or Pestilence. He's not ideal for either, but works if you need a durable backline presence and one of those Horseman roles is still unfilled. Cassandra Nova is another 5-threat who fits very well into the Famine role. It gives her action economy and lets her capitalize on her high impact attack. Death is also an option for her, but Famine feels cleaner with her toolkit. Colossus loves being close to enemies and thrives with either Pestilence or War. His built-in taunt makes him one of the best War candidates in the affiliation. Deadpool, now on his updated card, is a solid 3-threat and takes well to both War and Famine. He's good at generating evolution tokens thanks to his durability and cheeky damage output. Gambit is another 3-threat option who recently received a big buff. While he can either take Death or Famine, his increased reliability with wilds makes Death the standout choice post-update. If you're curious about the buffs, he recently just got a huge update, so go check it out in the video I made about his changes. Link is in the description. Honey Badger is a sneaky key piece. She can take either War or Death, and her low cost makes her valuable when trying to activate all 4 horsemen at 16 threat. Taunt also makes her a great war carrier. Iceman is one of the most annoying models for your opponent to deal with, who can either play Death or Famine and makes a great Famine candidate. His beam attacks and freeze and fade combo makes it easy to complete Famine's goal. Magic can either be assigned War or Famine. She prefers War since she likes to be within range 2 anyways, and she doesn't gain much from the Famine's reposition. Mr. Sinister can carry either Famine or Pestilence, and while both are solid, Pestilence is a standout option. His movement and resilience lets him spread conditions easily. Psylocke has access to Death and Famine, but she shines more with Death, since she's natural mobile and she doesn't need the reposition Famine offers, so the extra dice from Death helps her push out damage. Sabretooth can either play War or Pestilence, but he is a strong War candidate. He wants to dive in, deal damage, and soak hits. While not being as reliable as a tank as Colossus or Honey Badger, he's scarier when left unchecked. The Blob is a low mobility 3 threat who could either be Famine or Pestilence, yet he works well with Famine. He's a great at holding points and creating space with his displacement tools. Toad is your classic 2 threat objective piece who can play Death or Pestilence and works surprisingly well with Death. He's easy to daze, which makes him triggering Death's innate ability for evolution tokens quite consistent. Wolverine is a strong 4-threat bruiser who benefits from either Death or War. He deals great damage and becomes even scarier with Death's superpower. Servants of Apocalypse want to wipe the board. Your horsemen are designed to apply pressure, stack conditions, create evolution tokens, and chip away at your opponent's roster. Then, Apocalypse steps in and delivers the finishing blow with Ensabanur's Judgment. The Servants of Apocalypse come with 2 standout team tactic cards. The first one is risky but powerful. Apocalypse can spend 4 power and KO a friendly model to remove his activation token. In the right moment, it's game winning. The second card, Immortal Servants, can be used in 2 ways. Spend 3 power to heal 2 damage from Apocalypse and nearby allies, or spend 2 power to perform a recalibration matrix style dice reroll. This affiliation struggles against heavy displacement and scenario focused teams. X-Men and Web Warriors, for example, can control the board and play keep away long enough to deny your damage game plan. You need to close the distance quickly and hit hard before the game gets out of hand. Start with Apocalypse. He's the core of the affiliation and comes with all of the Horseman cards. From there, things get a little bit trickier. The roster is big, and most affiliated characters don't come bundled together. You can wait for the X-Men affiliation pack coming this Christmas, which includes Toad, Wolverine, Sabretooth, and Gambit. A solid jumpstart for servants while giving you access to other affiliations. Alternatively, build your roster plan first and buy individual boxes based on what you need. Servants of Apocalypse pairs well with Brotherhood, X-Force, and X-Men as starting affiliations before going all in. They are by far one of the most complex faction rules-wise, so I recommend building up to them rather than starting here if you're new. And that's your guide to the Servants of Apocalypse, an affiliation that's deep, challenging, and brutally effective once mastered. If you like the aggressive strategies, layered decision-making, and big cinematic moments, this team might be for you. If you found this video helpful, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and for more MCP content. And as always, thanks for watching!